Today, from the Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Jameis Winston and the New Orleans Saints taking on Jacoby Brissett and the Carolina Panthers.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game. So they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, who's now in his 7th season in the league, former #1 overall pick, Jameis Winston. On 1st and 10, Winston. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And that'll be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now Hill. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. 2nd and 6. Now Winston. Over the middle, complete. That's Harris. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. Boston Scott, his first carry. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Here's Winston. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Matthew Ioannidis in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. And Ty Montgomery has it complete. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay, because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. Leading him out in his 6th season now from NC State, it's Jacoby Brissett.
Spent the early years of his career bouncing between starter and backup as needed, and played well, but never had a team fully commit to him as their guy. He does retain the toolbox that made him projectable as a starter. Big, strong player with a powerful arm, deceptively mobile, and tough to tackle. The best part about his game, leadership and being a great teammate.
Here's Brissett. And Beasley with it over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah, this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Brissett to throw on first. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. For these two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep. And they'll run here with Tavon Austin. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Here's Brissett. And this one caught by Beasley. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. From the 25 on 2nd down. Brissett. He'll go right back to Beasley. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the toss right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 16 carries, 106 yardage-wise, and the score as well.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. On the carry, this is Scott. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Burns racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Winston. Ebron caught left side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run with Scott. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. For the moment, they're on top of their division, projected to host a wild card game in the first weekend, but nothing is set in stone. There's a lot of shuffling that can still go on here. They haven't even clinched a playoff berth.
A lot goes into that one word you use, doesn't it? But you're exactly right, because nothing's clinched. So that means another win is necessary, being able to play to the best of their abilities, because they can go from where they are right now to right out of the playoff race. If things go in the wrong direction for them, they've got to take care of business.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Brissett on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Brissett. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
On 2nd and 7, Brissett. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Brissett eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. 2nd and short now following the fumble. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Forced out, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. P.J. Walker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Jameis now on first down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
2 minutes to play in his first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. They'll roll him out right. And Winston lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
It's brought in by Harris. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now a second down and 6. Jameis to throw it. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And that's McCoy, who is still down following the play. Appears shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. First down, Winston. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. To throw again on second down. Walker. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. First down, Walker. Flushed out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it. For half number one. So we've come upon an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter three. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Now Walker. And Thomas has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Walker. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well. And they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll try to get something going with Ty Montgomery. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
J.C. Horn up to make the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And that will be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, first and 10. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Walker.
On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
Walker now to throw on first down.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Now a give right side. It's Austin. Space to run past the 20. And he'll be out of bounds. Instead of the first, he'll have to go backwards for another second down try.
So there is a silver lining, though. It stays second down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a first down before they have to start their downs over again.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now it's second and 9.
Open man is Higgins. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
To throw is Walker.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
They'll look to run with Hubbard.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Chuba Hubbard.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is Just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Winston now to throw on 1st down. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. To the air again with Winston. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and
looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
There he goes, left side.
That's what it is, baby. That's what it is.
He will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Winston. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there and take the hit and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Winston. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Following the fumble recovery, Walker. He's going to look deep for more. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Play action now. Walker. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick with something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Winston into the slide, and he's got a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd down and goal. Winston looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. On 1st down, Austin. Always got some. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
From just shy of midfield, Winston, pressure comes in, he's brought down, it's a Panther sack.
Winston. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now they got to get to the line quickly. A first down throw for Winston.
Open man is the tight end Troutman.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. There he goes, right side.
You thought you had it.
And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And the catch made by Johnson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Winston looking middle, and it's incomplete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. He was looking for Ty Montgomery that time, and it's 3rd and 4. Now Winston. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Here's Austin.
Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Walker now.
Escaping the pressure right.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And the Saints are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, he exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, they wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and